So as of now, we have seen all the data types which are there in Python. So different data types has its own purposes. True. The list
Yeah.
is used
Yes.
in a different way. Dictionaries are used in a different way. The same thing happens with tuple, and there are another data type called sets. Sets do not allow any duplicates. Tuple is basically used when you don't want to change or modify the data or the information. And dictionary is something which can store more information
Store more
compared to
information.
list. Clear? Now, what if there is one beautiful concept called type conversions. Okay, type conversions. So, what is this type conversions? Now, where can I use this? Now, this is a scenario where if an organization has multiple employees, okay, and for example, let's take a project where this project has a multiple teams, and there will be few people who are repeated in different teams. True, who might be
Yes.
going here and there and all. For which, if I would like to run a payroll for all these employees, and if I ask all the managers to give me the list of the employees who are there in your team, and I might get a list, a number of list, where you can see that an employee who has been repeated, like who has entered into different team, like for example, it's a manager itself. Let us say this manager who has to work on different teams to check the progress, no progress of the work that they have going through. And now this manager is entering into different teams, and this manager name was there in different teams list. And in that case, if I would like to filter these uh, manager name or email addresses, I will take all this list and I will give it to something called tuple. Tuple is something which gives me a unique objects so that I can run a payroll one time. It's not that I'm going to repeat my payment for no who are all there in the list. True. So tuple is something which removes all the duplicates. For example, let's see this. I have a list, okay, where it contains where it contains where it contains where it contains multiple names. For example, my name is Abhi. Okay, and there is something called Rishika, and there is something called Nikhil. And in your team, there is a new entry. There is a freshman. His name is also something called Nikhil. Okay, his name is also Nikhil. And today, I would write. I would like to run a payroll. Okay, not payroll. For example, sorry, this is a Nikhil who is working with some other team. Okay, this is one team. Let us assume this is one team, and the Nikhil is also working with some other team. Okay, some other team, or else put like this. Okay, let's with some other team which is nothing but Vamshi. Let us assume. Okay, I got all this list, or else define in this way. Okay, the first team has its has a team which the team contains something called Abhi, Rishika, and Nikhil. And the list two has something called, this is a team, okay, team which has something called Nikhil in common, Nikhil in common, and there are some other people like Ravi, okay, and I would like to run a payroll today for these people, because since these people are working for me, I would like to run run a payroll for today because I want to pay them today. Okay. Now I asked the manager to give me who are all the members who are there in the list. Okay. Final team members. Okay, which is nothing but list 1 plus list 2. And if I print it, if I print the team, now what's exactly happened? Is there anything wrong? Okay, I did not give. Okay, I think it works now. Now I want something called all the team members list. And if you see, the Nikhil is repeated here. And I don't want to run my payroll low Nikhil for 2 times. Right? We put this. And if I would like to remove those uh, duplicates names in my list, how I do that? That's how the type conversions comes into the picture. I would like to convert something called, I would like to remove everything. Okay, I would like to remove all the duplicates which are there in that list of those teams. And if I run this, okay, I did not write print right. Let me write, let me type team. And if I run this, and you see, oh, there is something happened. Let me convert team, and this has been converted. It's called team, and has been converted. Let me put this. This I can convert. Total. And if I run this, again, why there is a difference in this? Let's see. Let's figure it out. So this is what we can do then. Debugging. Can we do that? Yes. Let me pass this. Okay. Fine. So what exactly? No, I want something. This list, team list, where the duplicate name should not be allowed. For which I need to use set. It's not topple. Topple is something which where you cannot modify the data. But if I want a list of something where the duplicate should not be allowed, see if you see where the
Yeah,
nickel
understanding that.
where where the where the nickel is not repeated. So that's how I can run my payroll without any duplicates in that.
Topple,
Clear?
we need to use how many times it's repeating. Like in a
No.
list, Nikhil, how many
Top
times he was repeating it.
set is something which does not allow any duplicates, right? If I
Yes,
want to
okay.
run a payroll where the name should not be repeated, right? Many
Yeah,
managers will be working with many projects. It doesn't mean that I have to pay those managers in one go for like multiple times, right? I have to run
yeah,
payroll
correct.
in a at one time. True, in that case I use something called set. Now, what exactly happened here? You have converted this list into something called a set.
So,
This way of representation is nothing but type conversions. Okay. If I would like to print something called, instead of, I don't want to change. Okay. I don't want to change this. For example, there will be a scenario where let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. There is a scenario where, okay, where this payroll should run every month, right? Where this payroll name should not be deleted or altered, right? In that case, what should I do? In that case, what should I do? I should not modify it, right? I should not modify. So in that case, what should I do? I should print out this something called topple, so that you will not be modified anymore. True. So this is right now is converted into something called Let's pair, like let's put it something called payroll. Okay, I'm right now I'm converting this into unmodified unmodified payroll. I don't want to change this. Even the next month, even I want this one, right? I want this payroll not to be, the list of this payroll should not be altered. That's how I will convert this into something called tuple using this. Are you clear?
Yes.
For which now this data will be stored in the payroll list, where they will go and grab this data and they will pay every month. Clear? Any doubts in this?